I don't know why you would think that an indigenous Native American wouldn't make things out of rocks. You see petroglyphs.
Well, they do make things out of rock, but they don't make these kind of things.
They
out
do
of rock.
too.
No, they don't. I'm sorry to disagree with you, but no.
Okay.
You know, they have a little parameter of what things are supposed to be like, and anything that deviates from that, they just deny it.
The challenge is proving to other people that you do, in fact, have artifacts.
I've been in and out of probably 7 artifact sites, and I got tired of the sarcasm and the belittling of people that posted their artifacts. And most of the people, they were conditioned for arrowheads, and they really couldn't tolerate anything else.
If you present this on a website about artifacts that aren't portable rock art, you will be attacked because people think artifacts, they think projectile points.
I'd love to expose that doctor up there at Michigan State University and told me it was just a rock.
The archaeologists that are saying this is insignificant, culturally irrelevant.
Most professional archaeologists, such as myself, will err on the side of caution and only assign cultural significance to something that is obviously flaked material.
The archaeologist took one look at it and said, it's just a rock. And then he gave me a book on arrowheads. He said, you probably should look at this.
I contacted 2, in fact, one from Grand Valley and one from Michigan State, but they weren't overly interested.
It's not real.
They use terms like pareidolia.
What you're seeing here is an example of pareidolia. I suspect you're probably not familiar with this term. I see a lot of this with people who think they found an artifact. Have you ever seen a face in a cloud? You see, it's like that.
They know arrowheads, the pretty fluted arrowheads. And when I post things like this, they just freak out. It's a rock, natural. They refuse to acknowledge it.
I'm sorry to disappoint, but the objects in the photos appear to be naturally formed rocks,
not cultural artifacts.
Academia is also very elitist. They see lay people and amateurs and independent scholars as unworthy. They largely ignore the findings because of the way that science and hard evidence is used in archaeology.
I always respected archaeology and always dreamed of being an archaeologist, but after knowing and speaking to some about some of this stuff, I totally, get how the rest of you guys feel.
The rock art community really seems to struggle with getting their pieces validated by quote-unquote experts.
No.
Finding people that are willing to do this work as a hobby or for free sometimes in their own independent groups or even by themselves, they're doing it quicker than archaeologists are working at the pace right now.
Even I, as a layman, can see a bird, I can see a mammoth, I can see faces, I can see wolves, bears, etc.
We're missing out on a lot of what makes us human when we take away the importance of the findings of everyday people.
Apparently there's some debate over this stuff about what's natural and what's not. To me, there shouldn't be a debate. This is part of history. It's old. It's tells a story. I'm not the person that can translate it or understand it, but it is history.